We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Miami Dolphins. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Let's go now.
Gibbs straight ahead. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here, going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
And when you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. A nice throw there by the 4th-round pick, and he earns his guys a first down. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
Cougar 19.
They'll run with Gibbs. And now a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Off the play fake. Stinson. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. And that one really pushes him back. A loss of 9. And now it's third and goal after the sack.
Stop. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Ready.
Looking to throw. Stinson. There's Laporta. He's got it. Touchdown, Lions. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Lions will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
looking to put a drive together.
Get it. 3, go.
They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now, this defense for the Lions, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Go.
2nd and 4. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here we go. Ready, ready.
Up the middle, Achane. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Let's go now. Ready.
2nd and 14. He'll complete this one. Biakakwal. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Throw caught by Achane. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane, 32 yards. And the Dolphins are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
35-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they're on a first or a second seed come playoff time.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. But you look at this defense. They're just below the cut line for top half of the league, 17th in the NFL against the run.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Warriors 70. Go.
2nd and 9 now. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete.
79. 19 tight, 19 tight. Lions. Trap 60, trap 60.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And his kick is good. Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one at this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it. And they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or they're kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
On first down, back to Achane. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. The Dolphins at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them galvanize themselves and go forward and get a win in this one.
Buffalo 18.
Operating from the gun. Fox. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
Let's go now. 60 Vikings. Dragon 60.
Operating from the gun. Fox. Over the middle, complete. That's Hill. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
On the jump.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Get it. Let go.
A run straight ahead with H.M. A solid move on the run, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. Down at the 2. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
2nd and 1 from the 2.
Here we go. Ready,
Throw to the right, caught by Cockrell. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Ready.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dolphin touchdown. A great play there. Scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Dolphins have moved out in front. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Let's go.
And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the... Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Detroit.
Touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to move back in front. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now 17-14.
Dolphins 14.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated. We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
65 catch.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
That's good.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Ready.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Here's a quick throw right side, and it's complete. Call it a gain of a yard, and now it's 3rd and 3.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage, because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Devon Achane with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as they have taken the lead. And now it's blocked. The Lions pick it up. There he goes, left side. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. Well, you figure with a veteran kicker out there, these extra points almost automatic, but this one turns into 2 points the other way.
And we both know it's hard to put it on him. I think there's a breakdown in the protection, but guess what? It does go against his record.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Tyrell Dodson. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
60 Maverick. Go.
Back to throw. Stinson. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Let's go. 19, 18. Warriors, 70. Tight. 19 tight.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down.
Back deep is Tyreek Hill. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Here we go.
And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the 2nd half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the 2nd half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
That's Waddle. He's got the catch on the out route.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Get it? Ready?
Off play action. Fox. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, sometimes I think when we watch games, we're actually watching a living museum because we're seeing the evolution of positions almost with each passing game. How about defensive ends nowadays in the way that they can run almost all the way across the field?
It is unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, they're so strong, but they're so lean. They can move so quick with those bodies.
It's almost unfair. You're supposed to be able to know where a defensive end is supposed to be on every play. These guys flash so quickly, you're not sure where they're going to end up.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
From the gun on third down, Fox. Got him in. It's Brown. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
They'll run. Achane.
And he's going to ball his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. Devon Achane. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Let's go. Viking 18. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3.
Here we go. Here we go. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Operating from the gun. Stenson. Finds Gibbs on a check down. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Panther Street. Ready.
The give, right side for Gibbs.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
95 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. 2nd down and 3.
Come on. Come on. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Stenson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
And now an audible here into something else. Hand off to Gibbs, headed right here. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Looking to throw. Stenson. Over the middle and taken in by Laporta. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 17-yard line.
First down. A gain of
70
yards.
Hurt.
First down, Detroit.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Boy, where were these guys? He seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
2nd and 3 from the 9.
Let's go now. Cougar 19.
Back to throw. Stenson. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. And while all of that was going on with a sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Two. Now you want. What's up?
Now it's the backup Goff. Going underneath, Gibbs has it. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. They'll turn things over to Brandon Aubrey now for the field goal. This a 31-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, set.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone likes to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6.
Get it. Ready.
Looking to throw. Fox.
A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Ready. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Ready.
Now H.A.N. on 1st and 10.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, Above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go. Let's go.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. The 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 49 yards. And the Dolphins look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Lions 22. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. He's got it complete to Gibbs. Down the left sideline. Inside the 10. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Lions have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Aubrey good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Tackle made by Devin Lloyd, the linebacker.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Fox. And going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 62 yards. And the Dolphins use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Lions 29. Jason Sanders to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from the guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
All right. Wait, we go. 76. 76.
A shotgun snap for Gone. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
By 20, 76, help. Whirling.
Here's Gone. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gibbs. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Gone. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Now it's Gone. Over the middle into the hands of Woods. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 more yards there and another first down. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Now Gone.
He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. And he will cover up as he's touched down after a short game.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 7.
Here we go. 180.
Out of the gun. Gone. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Goff throwing again. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Well, the defense circling now. 4th down and 7.
Right 20. Hey, let's go. Go, ground.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. A real chance for them to salt this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium.
Let it go.
They'll run on first down to right. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, But they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. That one looks like he'll throw here. This will be caught by Brown.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He'll dump this off to Achane. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking out play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second, third levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Let's go now. Ready?
Achane gets it from the gun. Pushes past him. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 95 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he is going to have a Miami first down, and the Dolphins are going to win the football game. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide.
Hey,
2nd and 6. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And this will be caught. We'll forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. Yet another touchdown in what has just been a high-scoring affair, a fun one to watch. And it's the rookie quarterback, Charles, coming through with yet another touchdown pass to pad the lead.
Did we come into this game where defense was optional? Because it certainly feels